Hi everyone, so as promised today I'll be working on this Anna Griffin Molded Flowers Stamp and Dies kit. I did pick this up recently on HSN during the last craft day, and I'll link the item. I know it's still available, well, I believe it is, just not with the auto ship. So I did pick it up with auto ship, but right now I'll link just the basic bundle here, and that would be an affiliate link, which means I'll make a small commission if your purchase items to those links. This is open because I went through it in my unboxing video, like my haul video. So essentially what you have are some acrylic stamps. So you can stamp them out, you can cut them out with your dies, then pop them into this little mold. Now, I've had a lot of questions already about this. I don't know. So I know this goes through the Empress. That's why it's like skinny like this. It's not like the Heartfelt Creations ones that are bigger, more like a steel roll die. Maybe you can make a sandwich that this can still go through a machine that does steel roll dies. I don't know. And I'm not going to test that out because I don't want to mess up my machines. So for right now, we're going to do it as intended with the Empress. I'll run it through. Obviously, Empress Mini is not going to accommodate this because this is wider than that. I'll give you a measurement. It is just under 5 3/4, like this, just a hair under 5 3/4 by 8 inches. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And well, I was gonna open that up, but let's see. So today maybe we'll make flowers. Maybe we'll make a project. I don't know. Maybe we'll just try out the flowers. And again, just real simple. I mean, as far as that, definitely using colored paper. That way we don't have to color them, but you can definitely color them. And then we'll just load them up and see how it looks and see what kind of impression we really get. Of course, you can always wet your paper if you feel like that gives you a better impression. If you're going to do that, you're going to want to use a hybrid ink or an ink that will not smear or run when you spray with water, right? I suppose if you can, maybe you can spray with alcohol. I don't know if I'd start mixing things like that. But that might work too, right? If you're using a water-based dye ink, and so just to mist it a little alcohol real quick, and then run it through real quick because obviously alcohol dries. But paper that's has a little alcohol in it, I'm sure it takes a little while longer. I did mention in the unboxing I like that this acrylic block is big enough to actually hold it. Sometimes they're real skinny, but this is a big guy and 4-inch block and ready to go. So we'll try it, I guess. Why not? It's here. Yeah, so let me grab some paper. Well, okay, this does come with paper. Maybe we should use it, huh? Okay, how about the pink ombre? And they are double-sided. That's not, I mean, this paper's so pretty. Honestly, I would rather use this paper for like a card project, not just for this. Pink paper. And is there a blue that's not ombre? Just to see a difference. This is a purple. We can just use this one. It's a very, very light purple. Oh man, this one's also ombre. You know, I'd rather use the ombre side for both of these. Okay. So we're gonna make a pink flower and a purple flower. And I'm really scared if I stamp and it doesn't do a good impression. Let's do this. Let's put a rubber mat. If you guys have, you know, those pink stamping mats or like your Crafter's Companion stamping mat, something like that, just to help you out. Again, I'm using what's in the kit, but of course you can use a stamp positioner if you need to. I feel like this flower should be pink. So, okay, acrylic stamps. Just pop that on there. And you want to go from like the biggest one dark to lightest, you know? So maybe this way, one, do they all fit? Yeah, they all fit. Okay, cool. Let me grab a pink ink. I have so many things stacked on top of my inks, guys. Oh my goodness, I gotta put things away. I was in such a rush before going out of town that I was just like doing stuff and not caring. I'm gonna use this now. I'm not gonna wet this because this is a dye ink. I'm gonna use Berry just because it's a darker pink. And let's just go for it. So the here. Did I say the here? I don't know. Making sure it makes contact everywhere so when you pick it up, hopefully that is really nice. That worked really, really nicely. Wow. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna pop this back on here. I mean, if you want to wash them, whatever you do, go for it. This is so weird. They really want to stick to the opposite side of the carrier. So just pull that off. I mean, that worked really well. What do you do to prep your acrylic stamps? You saw me what I did. I just picked it up and kept going. Just making sure it's making contact everywhere. Hopefully that's all inked up. Looks great. Oh, no, 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 no. I'll probably use the ombre side because I don't have the heart to not use the ombre side. But I got ink on the opposite side anyway. Okay, one more. And I'm putting it kind of in the corner because that way, if it's right in the center, you might have more wobble. So just try to control it more. Make sure that's inked up really well. Okay. Nice. And, you know, when you're making these flowers, if you want to make some that are smaller, then maybe just have 2 layers or just 3 layers. You don't have to use the biggest one, right? So maybe these 2. Obviously, I'm going to use all 4 today, but maybe just these 2, maybe just these 2. And that way you'll have different size flowers, right? For different projects or for the same project, but so you have more of a variety, so they're not all just that same big size. Just layer up a couple of things. I missed that one little corner. I don't think I can come back from that, but let's try. Hey, look at that. Very good. You know what? I thought this was going to take longer, and that's why I've been holding off on this video. That's silly. I should have just gone for it. Okay. Let me put this away. Let me grab some purple ink and we'll do the other flowers. Okay, let's put that to the side. Put that here. And same thing. These guys are pretty much the same size. It looks like to me. I don't know. But then they have these 2. Let me see what they show in the picture. Or actually, they don't really talk about it, do they? I mean, yeah. That's it. Okay. Okay. I think one of the reasons I was holding off on doing this is because I don't have my Impress plugged in and it's not even on my table, so now I gotta bring it out and plug it in, and I'll probably take it to my kitchen, to be honest. I don't really have room on my counter here for an Impress right now. I usually keep it plugged in right here, but I've been using the Cricut a little bit more often recently, and so I have to move it out of the way so that the paper can go through and all that, so I just took it down off my table. Okay, so purple. And I'm pretending that these dies are going to be right on the edge. I don't know. So maybe I should give myself a little more room. But there you go. That looks great. And the next one. Let me see if they all fit in this. Okay. Give myself a little bit of room, but I don't know. Okay. Looks good. Clean those off. These are completely not the way they were on here. There we go. And the next one, and the next one. Let's just get it ready. Yeah, the block is really nice. I mean, I can hold it pretty well. I can see if you have a lot of dexterity issues, it might be hard to hold on to, but for me right now, it's okay. I would love to have little ridge in it, but to make it easier to kind of grip. But I feel like the depth of it is pretty good. Okay, I'm going to rinse these off later, guys. Don't worry about the stamps, okay? And then one more. Of course, I'm just inking it up here. I'm going to pop this leg right here. Looks like you can get 2. And, you know, it depends on how strategic you are of placing your stuff. You can get 2 complete flowers off of each 5x7 paper there. Let me go rinse these off, and then we're going to get to die cutting, guys. That was really quick. I don't know why. I was just fearing it, guys, before I went on vacation, and pretty quick as far as this part. Let me clean up. I'll be right back. Okay, I went to clean those off. Funny enough, now having said that, I'm like, okay, so I see the Empress. Where are the plates? Yay! I'm gonna have to do a deep dive for plates. I wonder if this will go through the, no, I don't know. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, it's too skinny for tangerine, but maybe tangerine with like a plate, you know? I don't know. Okay, so pansy, and cone flowers is what we have here. I don't know if these are symmetrical, so let's just take a look. That's really hard to tell. I don't think it is, though. Nope, that's still not right. Let me see. There's a really small petal here. Well, see how these are wider? So let's take a look at that. I feel like that's the way to do it. Yes, and see, that doesn't seem like that matches up very well either. Let's do one more this way. No. Ugh. That one looks right. Okay, that looks right. So I don't know how to tell you because if it looks like this, I would just pay attention to obviously the shape of the flowers and like the sizings. Maybe that'll help you. Put some tape. Put a couple of them because I don't want that to move. Now, if there's clearance between this one, I would put one there, but I think I'm going to have to move to the next one. Right? Because I can't really get in there and put the other guy. So again, you know, maybe you're just lucky. Like that looks right, but not quite right. That looks perfect to me right there. So that's a good one. Let's put plenty of tape. And I'm not worried if it's like super perfect. I'm just kind of eyeballing. This little center marks kind of help too. So if it's a little bit off, it's not the biggest deal. I mean, it's a flower. Okay. So I'll run that through like that. This is for just the die cutting right now. So whatever you need to do to die cut that, go for it. Does it say this is number 1? I'm assuming that's number 1. So, let's see, it has like double, double, double. That looks pretty good right there. I think that looks pretty perfect. Somewhere there. Again, I'm definitely eyeballing that. And I'm gonna give myself some space to do number 3. And these are easier to line up. So I don't know if they're symmetrical or it just happens to be easier to line up. That looks pretty good to me. Okay, right there and right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna die cut these and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just popped these through my spellbinders because like I said, I don't know where my plates are for my Empress, but you know what? We don't need the plates, right? Isn't it just the thing? Okay. Yeah, perfect. So it's just the mold. I don't need the plates right now. I'm pretty sure they're with my Create like packaging or whatever, so I'll have to pull those out. Okay. So we're just going to, well, reposition these. Oh, that was a lot of pressure. Look what it did to the tape. Okay. Ooh, careful. So the paper is white core, so if you happen to have tape that really sticks, you're probably going to rip a little bit off of your flowers. So maybe put the tape towards the outside. But look at that. I mean, it is right on. If you want to make yourself a little guiding window, like I usually do with a scrap of paper, you could have just stuck that down right to a scrap of paper with a little washi. Remove the die cut and just flip this open. Place it where you need it to, you know, so you can see through it. Put it back down. Tape it down, run it through, because that is right on, which is nice. Okay, let me pop these other ones out, and then we'll go ahead and do, you know, 2 and 4 on the other flowers. Okay, so again, we need 2 and 4. So, you know, for eyeballing it, I mean, that came out really, really great. So that means as you're seeing through it, you're pretty much seeing what you're going to be cutting. Yeah, I was going to say it should be right on there. I mean, there's a little bit of space, but again, let's see if we're lucky. That's not quite the same. Let's see. It looks more like this one. Okay, so that's good. I was looking at how it's kind of squared off more than like the other one. It just made more sense for it to look like this. So there we go. And again, these guys kind of even pointing it center there of the flower. Yeah, so she made it with like a 0 clearance kind of thing going. So there we go. And then number 4. This guy's really small. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball as I go there. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Let's say maybe this one. Yeah, there we go. And again, you're looking right out there. I'm looking at the way it's pointing towards the little centers, and I think that's good. Okay. That guy's ready to be run through. Now this guy. This is number 2, and 4 is what we need here. And thank goodness I don't have to dig out my plates. That makes me very happy. So, okay, this one, obviously, the way they curve, that's not it. There we go. That's probably why it's easier to find this one. Again, I'll place tape. That looks really good. And same thing with this little guy. Just find that little propeller look and tape, tape, tape. And I'll run these guys through. And I will be right back. Yeah, so you can definitely get 2 full flowers, but you see all this extra space? You can definitely get more like just little like buds if you want to just make it a little bit smaller, or a smaller flower, should I say, not buds. I assume there's probably a way to roll these up to make them look more like buds. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go through and release all these guys, and I'll be right back. Yeah, that 0 clearance is so nice. Okay guys, so not too bad. Again, if you give yourself a little room, you can probably run everything through at once. I just kind of put things closer together, and that's what happened. Now, with this one, do they also, yeah. So see how there's like little areas all around here? This should nestle into that really nicely for it to work, you know, for you to find the shape. I mean, to me, no, that's not it. Let's give it a complete turn. That's interesting, because I know there's one that sticks out further right here, but I don't... Nope. You know what? How about these 3? See how it has 3 and then 3? Maybe that'll help us recognize it better. There? Let's just make sure. It has 2 and 1. 2 and 1. Okay. I'm going to say that looks good. I don't know if it's that picky, but that's, again, those 3 center like little areas. So let's try that. That's interesting. I don't know. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Nope. Okay, that looks good. 2 down at the bottom, 1. Okay, perfect. That one looks good. Again, the 2 and the 1. Let's see. Maybe. Nope, not quite. 2 towards the bottom. See, that's not going to work. Is it these 2, maybe? That's really hard to tell. Okay, well, that one looks way off to me, but let's try one more way. Nope. Is there another way of doing this that's easier to see? I don't know. That looks good. The way it's covering up that middle section, that's what I'm looking at. That one looks good. And then we have one more. And let's see. Nope, 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 nope. Right there? Nope, that's like outside the thing. That one there, that looks good. I don't know that it has to be that picky, guys, but that looks okay. Not really. Hold on. Let's keep going. That's crazy. They don't perfectly line up with that outside. I think it's just there to trap it. Okay, let's say it that way. Sorry, maybe I'm reading too much into it, guys. Okay, these 2 are pretty much the same, but I did use that ombre paper, and I know this was number 1 because see how it's darker than this one. So maybe this is number 1. And again, I'm just looking for that little propeller shape. So this one is easier to find where you need it to be. Although they don't line up, I will say. That's interesting. Let's see if there's another way. No, it has to be that. Okay. They kind of stick outside of the mold. And then this guy right there. That one's easier because again, you're just looking for that propeller shape that fits the right way. Oopsie. There you go. So yeah, this one's quicker. Cone flower. Is that the one? I guess it has to be that way, like I said. It just looked funky. Okay. Hold on. There we go. All right. Again, if you want to spritz it with a little water, that's up to you. If you do it, I would spritz it now that they're facing the opposite way so you don't smear anything. And then this guy, this one doesn't have a little foot. So foot, and this one that's just notched off matches up to that guy, obviously. And so I'm just going to put that down. Oh my goodness, and run this through the Empress, okay? I'm just going to hold on to it, run it through. Okay, as I just ran it through like that. And, oh, I should have been recording this. Oh well. I like to make shorts videos sometimes. All right. So as you can see, this one moved. It hit the center there. So I'm going to do that one again. Also, ooh, you know what? Oh, hold on. Where are the instructions? I put them face down. Maybe they're supposed to be... Oh yeah, okay, good. I was like, ooh, maybe they're supposed to be facing the other way. Okay, I'm gonna run the other one back through again. It really has a really good impression. Again, no plates. You just run this through with the paper. You don't have to add any plates. This one totally moved, so let's do that one again. And this one too. This one looks like nothing even happened. Okay, so let's put that back on there. Oof, this might be problematic. Okay. Let's put this back on here and hopefully they don't move. I'm going to run it back through and I'll be right back. Alright, so I held it real tight. There you go. So no worries, even if it did do that, look, I mean, it just moves and the pressure is going to make it do what it needs to. This one's really not getting that best impression, but, you know, I don't know what that's about. Okay, so we're just supposed to stack these guys up. Okay, and you know, we're just gonna glue them together basically in the order that they're in. Obviously, here it looks like they molded them a little bit differently as far as them making them a little more dimensional. But let's just grab these guys. And of course, you're always offsetting, right? So, ooh, again. My fast drying ink is acting funny on me and I really want to use this fast drying ink. What am I talking about? I'm gonna try to clear this out again and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I got it. I use this longer pen. These are really pretty, you know, but basically we're gonna glue these guys together. Come on. Oh my gosh. Why am I being silly? I just need to open another one. I feel like this one still has a ton of glue left in there though. I want to. There we go. Get going. And of course we off center them, and if maybe you want to do something like this, kind of push them down in the center. I'm gonna hold that down for a second. If you really push down, it's going to come up already, right? Because of all that dimension. So I don't want to hold each layer on its own, so I'm gonna put some more glue. And then off center again. Let me get a little bit closer for you guys. So again, as you layer them up, just off center. There, I'm gonna hold that down and then I'm gonna pop on the next layer, or the last layer. My goodness. Something just gets like stopped up back there and it just does not want to go. There we go. Whenever I get low on the glue, that's what happens. Okay. And our last little bit. That's really cute, guys. Honestly, I didn't have to manipulate it very much, and it's really dimensional. Yeah, I'm really impressed by that. Just from the dimension of it, and then pushing down the center, it just starts doing this little flower thing, right? Looking like a rose, but also it says pansy, didn't it? Pretty sure that's what they're calling it. Okay, I'm going to hold that down. I guess that is one thing. I'm going to have to hold that down for a minute. So I'll be back. Okay, probably hold it for longer. I just held it for like maybe 10 or 15 seconds. Look at that. Look at the dimension. It's not super high, but really, really pretty. I'm really happy with this. That's like awesome. I was gonna say that's great. Awesome, gossam. I don't know what I was gonna say. All right, so now we're gonna layer this guy up. And so to layer this guy up, let's get that glue. And same thing, just offsetting. And one to the next one. That looks good, I think. And then the next one and the next one. This one isn't as dimensional, even though it's pretty puffy in the center. Ah, more glue, more glue, more glue. You think I would use this one, but this one's out as well, pretty much. Let me see. Okay, it's coming out easier, actually. So the next one, off-centered. And then let's get the last one going, then I'll push them all down at the same time. Okay. I was going to show you maybe putting a little glitter in the center. That's cute. Or something like that, but we'll see. Okay, and then the next one. And I mean, if that's how it looks, I don't know if it's supposed to go a certain way. It looks just like, yeah. Right? All right, so let me push it down in the center. And let's try to get some dimension there. And I'm, you know, it's kind of like curved in the center. So if you push it down, obviously you're going to get rid of that. But it also makes the flower come up more. So it's whatever you want to do. Especially if you're sticking this to your project already. I would push it down like that and it gives it dimension already just from being pushed down in that center. But I'm going to hold that for a little bit and I'll be back. Okay, guys. So again, you can take some glue like with this fine tip. I would just do a little something, get some of that crystal glitter, you know, some little ultrafine glitter would be really cute. I do have this glue that I think came with a Crafter's Companion kit a long time ago, and it's been sitting here on my desk. So, I mean, you can take that and just put some little dots here and there, put some in the very center. I love the way this one looks on its own. Maybe on this one I'll add a little something in the very center, and it's just a little bit of glitter. So when that dries, it'll have like a little glittery center. I don't know. Yeah. Very easy to work with. Obviously, it takes a little time to kind of go through and match things up. I will say, I wish I had some leaves in this thing, but obviously you can make leaves, or if you have some. I know sometimes I buy some at Hobby Lobby, just little leaf stems, and I bring them in. They're usually in the floral section. But as you can see, they just paired them up with more flowers. Like this one, they did pink with a blue accent to go with the little flowers here. This one, they just popped it on top as a center point. I don't know what they put on there, but it looks like something gold in the very center. These guys were not messed with at all. It looks like maybe this one has some glitter in the center. I can't tell. It looks like they look different. Maybe not. And so you can see they're just tucking them in here and there with the regular stickers that Anna Griffin would normally have. So it just as an accent, right? That looks really cute. Again, here they only did the last 2 layers. So you have all 4 here. This one's just the smaller layers. Same thing with this one. You know, all 4 layers there, maybe the last 2 layers there. So just to have different variety of flowers, even though they're the same style, just to make them smaller, right? I like this one, I think, the best. That's really pretty. I like the way they just popped that one on top. So I just wanted to go through and make some flowers, and we will definitely come back. Oopsie. Stick your finger in the glitter, of course. That's fine. I just put it in the center. But yeah, I mean, I think they're really nice. They do have a lot of texture. Hopefully you can see that from the back. I want to say this one looks the best as far as that. But very cool. Very different kind of flower, this one. Maybe make it tropical. That'd be pretty, huh? Anyway. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll follow up and try them out on a project, okay? I'll see y'all at the next one. Bye now.